What's going on, ladies and gents? It is your boy Gamma back with the lovely
Juju.
Today we're talking about Nene Leakes.
That's right.
The OG from Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's been in the news lately. Hasn't been really good, I should say.
Yeah, it doesn't look too good.
And we're going to get into that. But before we do so, if this is your first time here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Don't forget the notification bell. You won't miss a video like this. And if you've been here before, you know the drill. Like the video, share the video. Be ready to leave a comment below. So, Juju.
Yes, sir.
We're talking about Nene, right?
Yeah.
We've been seeing her make headlines throughout social media. Several platforms have reported that she's back on the dating scene.
That's correct.
Yeah, like first, before we get into the story, Nene, as we all know, recently lost her husband.
Yeah.
And when I say recent, we're talking, I don't even think it's been 90 days.
Just a few months back. Right? Yeah, beginning of September.
And we did a video. We'll post a link in the description. We covered, like, the love that Nene displayed. Let's keep in mind that she's been with this man for years.
That's, yeah.
They were married twice.
They actually, the first time, as far as their marriage goes, their first marriage, that stemmed from 1997 until 2010.
Right. And what's crazy about that is the issues that occurred or led to the divorce, right?
Right.
For the most part, they were stemming from Gregg's part, Gregg's end.
Yeah.
And he really didn't deny it. He manned up. He was just kind of saying, hey, man, we make mistakes, blah, blah, blah. I want to fix and correct. In fact, he was able to man him so much so he got Nene to marry him again. So, there's not a lot of question marks regarding Nene's love for Gregg, if she, in fact, she did love him.
Right.
Not only was she loyal and loving, but she wound up taking him back and remarrying him. Mm-hmm. Of course, till death do us part. Gregg did pass away, and it's interesting that I think you read somewhere that he, meaning Gregg, actually gave Nene his blessings.
Yeah, it's reported that, he basically gave Nene the blessings to move on, to find another partner.
Right. In fact, he knew that he was going to be dying, or he was dying, I should say. I think it was cancer.
Right.
And when you have cancer, you know how that goes, guys. You're kind of aware sometimes months in advance, if not longer, that you're probably not going to make it. And so they were planning for his passing, and that was one of the things he shared or stated to Nene. Mm-hmm. So we're not surprised at the fact that she would eventually move on.
Yeah.
But I think what's really surprising, what's shocking, and what's been going on is the timing. That's lapse, one, and the type of person she's with. So we're going to touch on both aspects, right?
Okay.
Again, Gregg passed away just, I believe it was September
beginning, yeah.
And she's now publicly being seen with a new boo. Mm-hmm. So tell us about that, Juju.
Yeah, basically some of the media outlets, such as like TMZ, like those media outlets, they caught her out there in the scene, like with this new man, all looking like she's booed up.
Right. I think there's been some information released about him, right?
Right.
And if so, like, what do you have so far?
Well, basically, what's reported is that he's a designer out of North Carolina. He owns his own couture suit company out there.
All right.
Yeah, and he's originally from Liberia in Africa.
Okay.
His roots stems from there. Yeah.
Right. So again, the timing of it all. Now, I know people grieve differently. Some people go in seclusion. They don't want to be bothered at all. Mm-hmm. Others do the opposite. They go out all the time. They try to immerse themselves in activities and be around people. So we're not really getting on her case about that. And again, we don't question whether or not she did in fact love Gregg. I think the issue is how quickly she's being seen with another guy. It's like, I don't think she had time to really, truly not just recover from the loss, but create her new identity. Like, she's been married for quite some time to Gregg.
Right.
They have a lot of things established together. And before you truly move on, at least in my opinion, and guys, leave a comment below. Let us know. That's why we're doing this video. We want to get various feedback and let us know if you think we're tripping or if maybe we have a point. But before you move on, you should really kind of establish this single life and get to know who you are or what you're transitioning to. And I don't know.
I just chapter. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just don't feel like Nene gave herself enough time. I mean, what are your thoughts, Juju?
Yeah, I mean, the optics, it is looking kind of crazy, right? I mean, the way that I look at it is that just to kind of pivot a little, but just imagine this, like say that there was like a death, right? And, the police are investigating it. Heck, the insurance companies are investigating it. When they see a spouse move on, right? The surviving spouse, they move on that fast, that quickly. I mean, that right there, isn't that like red flags?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
it looks crazy, right? It looks like there's. It seems like there's like foul play. I'm just saying in that scenario, right?
Well, yeah, it raised suspicion.
Right. So now drawing it back in with Nene, it's like, okay, obviously, we know Gregg passed away due to cancer. So what it looks like is that, okay, wait, were you talking to this person like while you were still married, while Gregg was alive?
Right, exactly.
Right.
A lot of question marks arise. And that's what we're saying. It's, just because she's been seen recently with this guy out and about doesn't mean that she just met him recently.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that she just got comfortable. She may have very well known him maybe a few months prior to us seeing him.
Right.
Maybe they were talking, they had a friendship at the time when Gregg was alive. So that's what I mean. All of these question marks come about. And again, we don't know the exact timeline. I think it's different for everyone.
Yeah.
But we would like to pose it to you guys. Like, what do you think is a good time? Is it 6 months at the bare minimum? Is it a year? Does it depend on your age? Where, if you're past, let's say 40,
that's a
past
good point.
35, you may mature quicker or have more maturity rather. So you're able to make better decisions. Who knows, right?
Right.
But I don't know. It just looks weird when it's quick. Like I would say within a few weeks or months.
Right.
Always questionable. And that was a good point you brought out with the insurance company.
Yeah.
They're going to be looking at it as a red flag. Like, wait a minute, this person just lost their loved one.
Significant other.
And they're with another person,
Right.
And we're not saying Nene's doing that, but we're just saying given that time frame.
Right.
Just about everybody looks at it suspiciously.
Exactly.
So, with that said, though, Juju, even if the people listening now are thinking, like, guys, I don't think it's that serious. Let Nene live and do her.
Right.
Is there any other piece of information that really makes this situation look questionable?
Oh, yeah. So what actually has been reported allegedly is that this new man is actually married.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I know. I just cringed.
Nene.
Right.
Oh, Nene.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you doing this, Nene?
I just cringed.
Why are you doing this to us?
I cringed.
Come on, Nene.
No, I mean, listen.
Yeah. I mean, we have to say alleged because we don't know for sure, but that's what several outlets
hoping it's
are
not the
reporting.
Case.
Yeah. They're reporting that, and it seems like that very well could be the case because we've seen. I think it was a picture of his wife.
Yeah, some people are pulling up some receipts.
Yeah, we're not going to post anything just yet. It's a little early, and we're not trying to be messy with this video.
Yeah.
So the most we'll probably wind up doing is maybe posting Nene and the guy. But if we find anything about the wife, we're not going to post it yet. Because we don't. Our goal is not to shame her, of course, if she's innocent or put her on blast. But again, we got to pose this question to you guys. So on top of the timing, right?
Right.
We also have the fact that this guy could very well be a married man. So now we got to look at Nene. What is happening with Nene? My initial thought is this is the worst case of a rebound in terms of like who she's dating and who she's messing with. You know what I mean? Like she's just out there free and just trying to enjoy her life. That's how I look at it. She's not really paying any close attention to the dynamics, to the long term and what could happen. And she may not even question the guy. So all this information that's coming out, maybe Nene wasn't even aware and she's learning with us.
Oh, boy, that's crazy.
Giving her the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's
she's
crazy.
in that state of mind where she's like, look, I'm just going to do me. You know, she's a woman of a certain age and she doesn't want to like be alone and single, and she's living it up. Not to say that's good.
No.
But that's what I think it is. I mean, like, what are your thoughts, Juju? What do you think is happening with Nene?
Yeah, I mean, if this is true, she definitely has blinders on, right? When she was on Real Housewives of Atlanta, she did share how difficult it has been for her, like dealing with Gregg and his illness.
Yeah,
right?
I
She
remember.
was really struggling.
I recall.
Right?
Yep.
And, you know, like she was breaking down, talking to the girls, all the girls. She was breaking down. She was telling her fellow castmates, like, you guys have no idea how hard this is. You guys are not supporting me and blah, 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 right? So, yeah. So, you know, now that Gregg has passed away,
Right.
it's like she's just probably reaching out for some type of comfort, right? Some type of, you know, I don't know.
Maybe even
just
an escape, right?
an escape.
Right.
Yeah,
Because what
yeah.
you described there, and again, it's not that, and we know that Gregg was sickly.
Right.
So it's not that the cancer defined who he was as a man.
No.
But the last couple of like years, maybe it became so overwhelming for her
Right,
that
as
that
a caretaker.
experience is what we're saying she's trying to escape from. You know, she's been
Right,
alleviated from that burden.
Right.
You know, that burden is what she's been freed from. So it's almost like, yo,
Yeah.
I've been through a lot. I just want to have fun. And that could be the energy she's going into the situation with.
I agree.
You know,
yeah.
now one last little tidbit before we wrap up, and I don't know if you guys are gonna like this or if it's gonna make things more clear, but who reportedly is the one that introduced them together?
Oh gosh. Yeah, it's the Peter, Cynthia.
You just gotta say, just straight
Peter,
up, Peter.
yeah,
It was him,
Peter.
Pete.
Cynthia's ex.
Yeah. Oh gosh, Texas Pete, huh?
That just, to me, I just feel like it adds a layer of
Messiness.
Yeah.
Something,
to
you know
it.
what, it's weird. And
Anything attached to him.
yeah, you guys gotta
For
help
some
us out.
reason.
Help
Yeah.
us out with this, because I don't know the exact word. I'm not even sure the reason, but you're right, Juju. It just adds a little mess.
Yeah.
Some kind of sauce, spicy sauce. And I need you guys to help us describe what it is. But when I heard that Peter is the one that introduced them, oh, I was like, really, Peter? What you doing in these streets, man?
Yeah.
Like, let the woman grieve. Let her chill for a little bit. You know, why you trying to... But anyways, I need you guys to help us out. What exactly is that feeling? Like, I'm positive we're not the only ones that feel a little awkward or uncomfortable when we heard that news.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the other thing too. So, you know, we're really hoping that a lot of the crazy parts of the story we heard turns out to be false. And most of all, we're hoping that she genuinely finds love. Because the way things are looking right now for this particular scenario,
Yeah.
it's not going to end well. You know, let's just be real. We've seen this play out in many other instances, and it never has a good ending.
And yeah, even the, I don't know, maybe we'll share this on another video, but just even the way the guy looks, the new guy, I don't know, something just.
What kind of vibes does he give you? What are you talking about?
Opportunist.
Ooh.
You know, that's, but like I said, we'll probably discuss that in another video.
Yeah,
so,
we're going to have
yeah.
to do that. Leave that for another video. Guys, if you
Yeah.
listened up to this point, thank you so much. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, notification bell. You won't miss a video like this. Like the video, share the video. Leave a comment below on what we discussed today. Let us know what your thoughts are. Thank you again. And until next time, escape the Matrix.